Hey guys, and welcome back to a new video. This is going to be my weight loss journey restart, if you will. I started my weight loss and health journey in June of 2020, and I had started at 225.8, and at one point I had gotten down to 202.8. and I was very excited, but as you know, it's a journey. It's not just one jaunt and you're done. You have to be consistent and you have to stay focused, honestly, on it. And for me, it's more of a lifestyle change. A little background, I do have type 2 diabetes, and my goal is to get my A1C down, lose the weight, and just get healthy. So with that being said, I had gotten down to 202. My first goal, and I guess I shouldn't even say first, but my goal weight is 180. Like, that's where I want to be, that's where I want to get, and once I get there, we will see where it takes us. I'm gonna apologize if this is all over the place. So obviously I have gained some of the weight back. The holidays were kind of hard for me. I haven't done a video like explaining everything in depth, but I had some injuries and it was my birthday, and then I also lost my mother the day after my birthday. I'm going to try not to cry. So I think right after Thanksgiving, I was still in the low 200s. I was like floating between 204 and 206, and then everything happened with losing my mom, and food is something that is a comfort for me. I will eat and it will be comforting, and then I will just, it's like the bottomless bag of Doritos and the bottomless whatever. But still keeping like my health in mind and trying to not go so high carb. I was still eating a lot more than I should have, but I was getting into like the diet foods and drinking a lot. Diet Coke became like my safety blanket. I was drinking so much Diet Coke and I was so bloated, and it was just a sad time, and I'm still grieving. I don't know if I will ever stop. I don't think just one day you wake up and you're like, okay, well, my mom's gone, oh well, I don't think it's like that. So for me, I pushed all of my emotions to the side and tried to put on this really hard like face, mostly for my younger sister. I have a younger sister. She's 2 years younger than I am, and she's back home, and she had to deal with all of this by herself, because obviously with COVID, we chose not to travel down. We didn't have a showing or anything. We're going to do everything when it's safer to do it. We had my mother cremated, and this was sudden. Like, it was not something like that we were prepared. Like, one day we woke up like, okay, this is the day. Like, I don't think it's like that. That's just not real life for a lot of people. I mean, sometimes you take people off of hospice and you're expecting it. Like with my mom, she was sick, but I think we still thought we had years left. Sorry. So we took that, you know, really hard. And then obviously my sister has 2 sons that are younger, and then Ian obviously, like, just, you know, still trying to get through it. So I went to the doctor Christmas Eve, and I had slowly started gaining some pounds back, but I found out that my A1C since June, you know, I hadn't been to the doctor in like a little over a year. My A1C had gotten down. I had lost weight. Like, my blood pressure was still high, but it had been a lot higher in the past. And my doctor was like, all right, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. And I said, okay. And they took me off of my insulin. I know I've touched on all this before, but they took me off my insulin shots and put me on a medication, a pill that like regulates your insulin levels, and put me on a blood pressure medicine, and, you know, all that good stuff. And everything's working pretty good. I did have to, it took me like a good couple of weeks to like adjust to my, like, I'm just now this last week starting to like feel okay when I take my medicine. For the first week or two, I felt really like out of it kind of with my medication. But I feel okay now. Like, I feel good. But yeah, so he's like, I'll see you in a month. And so I go to the doctor next week. Today is January 18th that I'm filming this. So, you know, from December 24th on, you know, obviously like Christmas came, and I did enjoy some things. And I was like, you know what? Enjoy a bite of cake, enjoy this, but just don't go crazy. So I did. I enjoyed the holidays. And then one day I, you know, woke up and said, okay, today's the day where I really get my head back on straight. And I quit the Diet Coke that day, cold turkey. I knew I didn't want to start my new weight loss, like, reboot or whatever, January 1st. I just didn't want to do it because I just thought, I don't know, I just thought that was like so cliche, and everybody starts on January 1st, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna give myself some time and I'm gonna do this. So January 1st, I did go ahead and I've weighed myself every day since January, and I'll put a screen cap up here. January 1st, I weighed in, and then just have tried to consistently like just do better. And then yesterday, actually Monday, I decided, you know what, today is the day where I get serious about it, where I really start like tracking what I eat and everything. And we did like a really good healthy grocery shop, and we've been to Sam's, and I've like stocked up on some things that I know I like and that are not, you know, like awful for me. So, you know, I just, you know, I'm trying really hard, and I'm going to try really hard as well to just really work on low carb. Granted, sometimes I do extreme low carb. I wouldn't necessarily call it keto. Some days I go like 8 or 9% total carb percent for the day, and that's a lot of carbs. Or that's not a lot of carb. So my plan currently for this week for 7 days. I do Monday through Sunday. My goal this week is to do 5 days of 15% carb and under. Yesterday and today were higher carbs because Sunday I started my lady time and I just want salt and I want sweets. So I'm having 2 days where I'm not necessarily going to go absolutely crazy, but I'm going to allow myself a higher carb intake, and the other 5 days I'm going to do 15 and under. Just personally for me, this is how I want to do it. I would like to reach my goal weight in the first couple months of this year. I know I can, honestly. I don't think I'm gonna put a date on when I would like to hit the 180, because I think that's too much pressure, and when I get under pressure I get stressed and I eat and that's like what I don't want to happen. You know, I know a little fluctuation is normal, so I'm not going to be too hard on myself. Or if I gain a pound or two overnight, I could very well lose that pound or two the next night. You know, like, it's not something that I'm going to be too crazy on myself about. But the goal is this year to lose the weight and get my A1C down and get off of my blood pressure medication. My doctor said it's very possible that if you lose your weight and, you know, you could be off of your diabetic medication that you're taking for your regulation, or you could be off of your blood pressure medication. So that's the goal for this year, and to hit my goal weight. So also really quickly, before I end this up, I want to show you a little GNC haul. I have been loving going to GNC. I probably go once a month, I would say, and just stock up on a couple of things. So I'm going to show you what I got a few days ago. So GNC is now carrying Built Bars. Mine only has 4 kinds. So I picked up a coconut and a coconut almond. I think these are really good and I really like them. I've had Built Bars before, thanks to GNC. I think I'm converted. I think I really like them. I have quite a stockpile of Quest bars, and I think once I really dwindle that down, I'm gonna start getting more Built Bars. I'm gonna actually do an order. And speaking of Quest, I have 2 Quest bars here that I got. I got the peanut butter brownie smash bar and then the lemon cake bar. I usually use these bars, mostly these Quest bars, for a meal replacement. And then they also carry Alani Nu. So, oops. I picked up 2 of the peanut butter crisp Alani Nu bars. I think this is a new flavor, or a really popular flavor. So I picked up a couple of those. I like the Alani Nu bars as well. I think they're really good. And then this is something that I saw that they just now started carrying. It's the Alani Nu fruit snacks. Now I do like the Smart Sweets, but a lot of people are saying that the Alani Nu ones are really good as well. So I picked those up. And then this is something that is a Midwest brand. And the guy actually told me they don't know if they're going to start carrying more flavors of the Built Bars or if they're going to get rid of them completely. But this is the Outright, and this is a Midwestern brand, and he said they would prefer to carry this over like the Built Bars. So I picked up the white chocolate cranberry, and these are primarily peanut butter, and they are gluten-free. So I picked this up to try. We'll try it. And yeah, that's everything. So I want to thank you guys for taking the time out to watch, and I will see you next time. Bye.